Hello viewers, today we are going to look at compound interest. Now, we are to determine the compound interest when 100,000 shillings is deposited for 2 years at 12% per annum, compounded quarterly. Now, when we are calculating a question involving compound interest, the formula to use is actually amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate over 100 raised to power n. The rate is per annum, and this is the number of years. But remember, the question is saying that we are compounding quarterly. What it means is that although the rate is given as 12% per annum, the interest itself is calculated after every quarter of a year, meaning that the interest is calculated 4 times in a year. Therefore, we need to adjust our R and N. So our effective rate to use will be given by the rate per annum, which is 12, divided by the number of times the interest is calculated in a year, which is actually 4 times, because after every quarter we have a calculation of compound interest done. So we shall divide here by 4, and that gives us 3%, and this is the one we shall use here. Then another thing we have to adjust is R. Let me call it effective R to, sorry, not R but N, the effective N to use. This will be given by the number of years that the money will stay in the account times the number of parts into which a year has been divided. So the year has been divided into 4 parts because the calculation is done 4 times in a year. So that will be the number of years times the number of times the compound interest is done per year, which is actually 4, and that gives us 8. This is the value we shall use here. So therefore, our amount will now be given by principal, which is 100,000 into 1 plus our rate is 3 over 100 raised to power n, which is actually 8. This is equal to 100,000 into 1.03. This one is in a decimal form, raised to power 8. Now, using our calculators, we shall have this being 100,000 into this one raised to power 8 gives us 1.26. Let me confirm from the calculator. 1.26677. 1.26677, like that. So this one now trimmed to this times that gives us 126,677. But going back to the question, we want the compound interest. This is what we have found is actually amount, which constitutes the principal and the interest. So for us to get the interest itself, we shall say interest will be given by the amount we have calculated minus the principal we had put in the bank, which is actually 126,677 minus 100,000 we had deposited, and that gives us 26,677. That is the interest we get, 26,677. So that's all for today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Steve Online Math, and like also so that the rest can also get this information. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.